I know you can see it, but also on the webcam, I'm getting a glow from the House of Neith, because if you
Yeah.
look at it on the altar in the center, it's got the flicker from the LED candle.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So, yay. Um,
Hello there.
What's up, Yumana? How you doing,
hey
brother?
everybody, and a very feast of neat for everyone. So
Neat.
yes, neat. For Neat and Sobek. Because there's one day where you have I think it's Sobek goes forth to visit Neith, and then a couple of days later they both go forth, and you have the opening of the doors of the House of Neith, and there's lots of feasting and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, this is perfect for this time of year. It's it falls right around Christmas, so you know, let's go for it. So hi everybody. I see Kit Fox and 9/11, and I see some other folks, are tuning in. Of course, a lot of folks are getting ready to go and visit with family. We have the advantage that they've come to see us, so we'll be, seeing folks tomorrow and Sunday.
Well,
But
some of them anyway.
Yeah, and also our very own Morgan, who was with us like with the Sistrum video, and of course he helped me to do the mummy wrapping, and then poor thing is in the shower crying because we figured out the doll was used. So yes, he gave us a shower scene, but he's home recovering from surgery. And so the request that I have, and I'll mention it again as more people join us, we got him a card, and of course, because he's a dog person, we decided this would be perfect. And so you have this wonderful golden lab on the front. It says, "As they say in obedience school, heal." And what I want to do is, if you guys want to include some comments, some well wishes for him, just put them in the comments, and I'll paste them, and I'll put them in the card, and we'll send it to him.
And don't forget to hit that super thanks button too.
Yeah, but pass on your well wishes for him, because basically he had back surgery. They had to take Harrington rods out because there was an infection in there, and he's still fighting that infection, but he's going to be home and sleeping a lot for probably the next week or two. So we want him to get better, because the sooner he's well, the sooner we can make more funny videos.
Yeah.
So because he was a great help when we were trying to karate chop or sound chop the book, stuff like that,
and everything else.
Oh yeah. So we want him well. And so, oh goodness, oh yeah, Wolf. Okay, yeah, crazy. Wolf lives a few hours north of us, and he said, "Crazy cold here, but I only had one pipe burst. That's awesome." And
I hope you're okay, buddy. I'm sorry about the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is oddly cold up here in North Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful that we haven't lost any water from the city
Or
this time around.
Either.
Right. And I just hope it stays that way, because when we had that snow, almost 2 years ago now, we lost water because pipes froze throughout the city, and it was, I mean, we had no water for a week, and then we were under a boil advisory for a week or two after that. So it was pretty crazy.
Guys, I'm inclined to say.
What were they call it? Snowmageddon?
Yeah, well, we were calling it Snowmageddon. But you're inclined
I'm inclined to hope that maybe we can get enough donations over the next year to not only incorporate the church, but maybe fix our fireplace.
Oh, well, let's work on that. But actually, we're really there's some other stuff I need to do, and some people I need to talk to when it comes to the incorporation. We're inching closer, but there's some things that I need to find out. And actually, Morgan may end up being very helpful with that, because we got to have people besides me to help incorporate. So right. So he may be a help in that regard too.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so prayers for well wishes and warmth and safety for everybody, and that's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and get started. And I love the fact that we're able to do this right before Christmas because it gives us a chance to do something that's specific for us, and that makes it a little easier to kind of go, do the Christmas thing because you don't feel left out. And I say that as a general you and see, you hopefully don't feel left out, because Christmas is your
As
thing.
long as my presents are good.
Don't worry. I think we got you covered. So.
The first, purity.
Well. yeah, I know. Well,
I know there's some people gonna hit that super thanks button for the cold ass water I'm about to receive.
no, I tried to make sure that it wasn't, too oppressive, this time, but let's let's start this off on a good note. Really like being able to do that. It really gives it a nice ambiance. Okay. These cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me. This technique purifies me. Hail unto you initially. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Purity is upon our hands. Purity is within our hearts. And we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. Pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. Well, it wasn't that bad, was
No,
it?
thank you.
See, I told you.
It was really nice, actually.
Yeah, it's just you still gasp.
Well, it's still a drastic difference in temperature between the air and the water.
And aren't you glad? So.
I bless you too.
Yeah, sitting there flicking water on me. Gotta dry off again after that. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to all of those who are watching throughout the four corners of the world, now and in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
You arise in the Akatis Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and to you, O Neith, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Okay. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Neith, the great mistress of Sais, and to you, O Sobek, son of Neith. To all of you, Nechiru, you lords of love and lords of life, grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Espet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. And we will light the candle for Sobek. Yeah. And for Sekhmet, she may continue to help those who are trying to heal right now. There we go. Hey everyone! Oh, Celery, Married Raw, and some other folks. Howdy, howdy.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hello everybody.
Yeah, come join us.
Anybody that might be clicking on YouTube right now, just show up.
Yeah. Yes, everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
That's our place to learn and have a good time and share some love.
Right.
And we offer these cool waters to the gods. Take these, the cool waters which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oyenuchiru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk, which comes from the great flood, Oyenuchiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. And its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, which we give to you, Oyenuchiru. And its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, Oyenuchiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it.
And it shall bring you great joy. We promise.
Oh yeah, well, see
Big smiles.
See, those are not just any donuts. There's a local donut chain called Southern Made that those are the best donuts like ever.
Those are the best donuts in the South.
Yeah. And like Krispy Kreme's got nothing on Southern Made. It's one of those things. If we do a Kemetic convention down here, that's something that we have to do. Is we have to share with
make a big ass order of Krispy Kreme
of Southern Made. Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, Krispy Kreme is good.
Yeah, but these are better. So
Southern Made will make you throw rocks at it. As a matter of fact, there was a Krispy Kreme in this town.
But it
shut down because it didn't get the business.
Right, because everybody
it had Southern Made had better donuts and better coffee.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something that one day we'll all have to do, and we will we'll offer lots of donuts. Truly bread on which gods live.
Yes.
So. And even though some of the gardens are going to be under snow, or under pine straw right now, and we look forward to a good season next year. And for everyone who's down under, may your gardens prosper. And Happy rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Neith, O Sobek, O Yunachiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Neith the Great within her house. Sobek within his house. Sekhmet within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance. Thousands of offerings. All things good and pure. For Ra Horaketi, for Neith, Sobek, Sekhmet, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Neith, O Sobek, O Sekhmet. Come to your bodies, O Yunachiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Neith, before Sobek, before Sekhmet. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nekabrura. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And now, from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris their hearts may be refreshed. You okay? It sounded like a sudden cramp or something.
It was.
Mm. Horkaru, Tahen Kets, Kakawak dus and Nachinmarat, Kunibet Nofra Wabet Anket Nachinim, and Kawan Aku Punibu, Makarunibu Hir Nachira. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, O Neith. As Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The sped is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay, you okay? All right, real quick, because I know some folks just joined us not too long ago. I was at the very beginning of service. I was telling everyone that we got a card from Morgan, our lovely YouTube assistant, because he's recovering from back surgery right now, and it says, as they say in obedience school, heal. So he's a dog person, so he'll like. As a matter of fact, he actually asked me to make an Anubis rosary for him. So I gave him one because dog person. But if you want to send any well wishes, just put it in the comments, and I'll paste those over, and I will put it in the card, and and we'll make sure that he gets it, so he knows, that he's being cheered on, and that viewers of this channel, that means that it's viewers of him too, and we're trying to encourage him and cheer him along.
That's right.
So.
We figured we'd make it a family effort.
Yeah.
And you guys are family too.
That's right. And you'll be hearing him actually once I get the I'm almost done. I'm getting closer and closer to having the video for this month done. Just in the final stages of it. But he did some really fun voice work for it. And the further along it goes, the more fun it sounds. So it'll be a little late for a Christmas present, but it'll be right before New Year's, and it will be so appropriate,
Yeah.
because it'll actually be just before a feast that we have coming up that's relevant to it. So
Right.
it should work out great. So and oh, okay, and I just saw a message, to Morgan. So thank you guys. We'll copy those, and I think he's going to be really really surprised, because I told him that we were praying for him to have a good surgery, and he was quite touched with that. So
Yeah.
And if anybody else has got surgery coming up, anything like that, we will say some prayers for you too.
Because we love you all.
That's right. That's what we're here for. We're doing some good in the world. So.
You guys are making a big impact in our lives too. I mean, you are our Friday nights.
Yes.
And we love you.
So we'll start off. To Neith. Hail unto you, O Neith, the great, the one who existed before existence. You who made all that is, who created all that exists. Eldest of the primeval gods, fashioner of Ra, mother of Ra, who was at the beginning. Unique one without equal, mistress of destiny, regent of fortune. Earth is under your command. One does not make plans without your knowledge. Queen of the gods in heaven, sovereign of the gods in the earth. Mistress of the bow, regent of the arrow, who keeps the arrow demons under your authority. Mistress of great fear, who created the twin crocodiles. Life and death are under your supervision. You fill sky and earth with your beauty. Light the two lands with the rays of your eyes. You encompass your son as the light of the two lands. Father of fathers, who makes fertile the seed of gods and men. Great cow, who nourishes all things. Mother of mothers, who is like no other. And great lady Neith, we ask you that as we sit down to meals for Christmas and other festivities throughout the weekend, that they be counted as part of your great feast of opening the doors, and that the bounty and the goodwill be available for all. So. Hail, O Sobek, great god, lord of Tashe, great male who came from Nun, white of teeth, green of scales, keen of face and raised of brow, lord of strength and virility, raging one who drives away evil. You are lord of the Nile, who makes the two banks flourish, lord of the winding waterway in the sky, in your carnelian temple in the mountain of Naku. Hail unto you, O Sobek, and may we all see the good things that comes from the hands of your mother Neith. And if anyone's got any requests, go ahead and put those up. Let me just come over. Oh, Alex, you're playing Star Wars roleplay with your friends. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Cool.
Which game? It wasn't. No, you never played a role-playing Star Wars,
No.
but I know Morgan brought a card game over.
Right.
But yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, all you Star Wars nerds, you are in good company with Darren. What was it you said? Yeah, it's so cold out. About 4:00 this morning, I had to go and bring some trash out, and I'm getting bundled up, and I opened the door, and it was quite cold. Poor Darren was like, the only thing between me and Han Solo's balls is that door. So, okay, Kid Fox says, safe travels for my niece and for us as we go to the airport to get her. Yes, safe travels for her, especially with all the weather.
And enjoy your time together too.
Yes. Okay. Oh, Kayleen, howdy, and all the best to Morgan from Australia. Definitely got to pass that on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause real quick, guys, and to kind of copy over some of what you said into a Word document so that I can put that in the card. Oh, goodness. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Oh, hang on. Don't tell me it made it a weird color or something. There we go.
Okay, I won't, but it did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, and I don't want to hold up the show too much. I'll probably scroll through and find these a little later on.
Yeah.
But
It has begun.
yes. Okay, and prayer to the right guys that I had lucid dreams. Okay. Yeah, and
Careful
you know
what you wish for.
Oh. Yeah.
Careful.
Yes, and I can't.
Lucid does not always mean good.
Yeah, and trust me, Darren.
I am an expert on these sorts of things. Lucid does not always mean good, but on the bright side, everybody remember one thing. Whether they be good dreams or bad dreams, dreams are your brain's way of taking out the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams actually serve a function.
Yeah, now if you're looking for I actually did write something here in celebrating the Egyptian gods about if you some tips on meditation for one, but also if you want to try to request a dream. Oh, see, I've got an actual section here on requesting dream oracles, and kind of explain a little bit because there's some things that come from the Greek magical papyri, and so I kind of took those and explained the general steps, and that might be something that can help, but just if you want a reference. But you know what? And because Neith is the opener of the ways, we ask her to open the ways for Kit Fox and Sobek's niece, who is coming to visit them and braving the airports. And may everyone who's trying to, brave the travel and the weather, get to their home or their home away from home safe and warm. We ask for your protection and blessing. And it is the new moon, and so we'll offer a prayer to Jehuti, to the other gods. Let's see what I've gotten here. Let's see. Okay. This is adapted from the Book of the Dead. Open clouds. The dimmed eye of Ra is covered, and Horus proceeds daily in joy, great of shape and weighty of power, to dispel dimness of the eye with his fiery breath. Behold, O Ra, I have come sailing, for I am one of those four gods at the corner of the sky, and I show you he who is present by day. Make your rigging fast, for there is no opposition to you. And on the it's funny for Egyptians, the lunar month begins on the night of the new moon, or the day of the new moon. But the Mesopotamian calendar starts like the next day after. It's actually very similar to what the Muslim calendar does now, where the first sighting of the crescent after the new moon, that's how the month starts for them. So all right. Anybody's got requests for fortunes? Just put those up there, and I'm going to start us off with a cookie for everyone, especially everyone that's tuning in. After the fact, this is your cookie as well. And so it says, "Go take a rest. You deserve it."
Now, y'all pay attention, okay? It's the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
It's the week leading up to New Year's Eve. You can interpret this a number of ways. Well, really, there's only two. One is face value. Take a rest. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Two, take a rest. You're about to get blinded out of your mind for New Year's Eve. You at least want to be rested, charged, and ready to get arrested before you do.
Or take this time to rest before the new secular year starts, and everybody has new projects, new resolutions, new this and that. That transition's coming. You deserve a break,
And for those of you who perpetually, like myself, make a New Year's resolution and fall short, here's my suggestion. Resolve to screw up your New Year's resolution. You'll make it.
Well, definable, attainable goals.
Yes.
So for me, it's I started off and I said, okay, rather than I'm gonna make myself better or whatever, it's like, what, let me just write down and say, okay, what do I want to get done for this year? And
does everybody know what a SMART goal is?
Specific, measurable,
attainable.
The R is
realistic,
and
timeable. The T is
time sensitive. Yeah. Time specific.
We all put these big goals on ourselves. Like, I'm gonna be Iron Man by the end of the year. I failed every single time.
Well, we'll start with that power core first, and then build the rest.
Look, I've already got the metal X's. Oh,
yeah,
that's right, but it's not the Mark II. It's a wheelchair. I had it. I was going, man.
Okay, I see we've got cookies. We've also got some other folks are not 11 says, "I know what I'm asking for with the lucid dreams." Yeah.
May they be naughty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Rebecca, she's coming from Iowa and says hello from Blizzard Land. Yeah, you guys.
Please take care. We love you guys.
Okay. Oh, and Alex is going to have a prayer of advice on what to study next about Kemeticism, and finish my flow chart for chapter 17 of the Book of the Dead. Yeah.
Might I recommend anything written by a lady named Sharon Labors?
Well, sure, but I think a lot of the folks that are here have read a lot of that, and I know that our folks in the Discord, man, they have a study group that they do every Sunday, and I'm not able to tune in because I'm usually around the time y'all are doing that. I'm wrangling Darren and duckies, and it was too cold for them to go outside today, so I introduced them to the shower. That was interesting.
Yes.
But they get on there and they study some stuff, and I have to commend you on your efforts. So if you need some ideas, just I guess tell me what things you guys have already studied, and usually one thing leads to another. Like if you're doing chapter 17 of the Book of the Dead, the coffin text might be another thing you can study, because that chapter started out as one of the coffin texts. It's just that the book is like that thick and kind of hard to get a hold of. So yeah, yeah. And I don't know if there are any online resources for it. So that's something I may have to try and help you guys with some of that. I'll be happy to take the like some pictures of the Book of the Dead version, and y'all can use that as a resource.
And one of the things I would like to say to our lovely group of parishioners here, guys, thank you, because she spends an awful lot of time making sure that you guys have good stuff and neat stuff. But I want to thank all of you
Hi, Leonard.
for being patient, because sometimes she's got to back away from that just to take care of stuff for me, and I thank you for your patience.
Oh, sarcastic has already suggested a Hicka research rabbit hole. Yeah, you could go down a whole rabbit hole with that. But okay. Oh, and Mary Dress says, if you want to study with us, please tell us when you're available and we can make it happen. We'll try and do that. Yeah, because I'd love to. It's usually evenings tend to work better.
Yes, we wake in the late afternoon and evenings.
Thank you. You know that the whole college lifestyle. We're still there. We're still keeping pandemic hours. It's crazy. But
yes. Same hours, less beer. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Planning. Oh, and Mario is planning to read the coffin text pretty soon. Actually, trying to find the Book of the Dead that isn't budge. Well, I tell you what. With the Book of the Dead, what helps, and sometimes you'll see it at Barnes and Noble. I'll pull to show you the copy that I have. It comes in like a big pack, and you can get it for like $15 or something. And here it is. And this copy of the Book of the Dead, it uses a translation by Raymond O. Faulkner. He actually translated the pyramid text, the coffin text, and the Book of the Dead over many years. And this one, of course, it's got a lot of pictures and stuff in it because it was reprinted for Barnes and Noble. But it's a great resource. So I would highly recommend getting that if you happen to be at Barnes and Noble and spot it, because I got this at Christmas in like 2010, I think. So little things like that can be, and another copy too that you can get that's illustrated, and that one is really, really nice, and it's newer. Is this one right here, and the reason why it's this size. And it's a newer translation by multiple authors, but it's this size because they try to keep the text with the images. So like everything that you see in here is what's translated underneath. So this one is really, really amazing. So that if you're looking for copies of the Book of the Dead that are really good, that are a reliable translation, that one and this one are good places to go. So
she really is smart, y'all.
Well,
she actually reads every book she has.
Well, I tell you what, I learned things because I figured out why it helps to take notes and make footnotes in your stuff, because one of our folks here asked me about something for a paper they were working on and said, hey, where did you find, there's the information about like offering honey cakes to goddesses. And so I was like, oh crap. Okay. I know it's in this book. And I was trying to remember if it was in another source. And that's the thing. If you read something somewhere, then try to make a note of it, where you read it, so that you can go back and find it later. And that's what footnotes are really helpful for, because otherwise it's like, okay, I found it somewhere. Well, where? So I'm still learning about things like this too, going, okay, building better scholarship habits. So anyway, we had some cookie requests. So let's start with Kit Fox. And I think that one was waiting on us. So. Kid Fox. Fall down 7 times, stand up an 8th time. Keep trying. That's what this means, simply put. Keep trying. Fall down 7 times, stand up an 8th time.
There's a joke to be had here, and I'm actually going to pass.
Good on you, Darren.
See, I'm being a good boy.
Yes, you are. Well, it's because you want Santa to come. But no.
You're unloaded this year.
All right. But there you go, Kid Fox. Okay, and sarcastic.
No way.
Sarcastic size set. Hopefully you'll dig the artwork of set that is in the project we're working on. It's certainly fun to draw. And your fortune. When a 3 is a crowd, adding 1 will often thin it out. Now, I'll read it again slowly here. When 3 is a crowd, adding 1 will often thin it out.
Yeah.
Of course, you think about it at that point, nobody's a third wheel. You've got 2 pairs. You can split it evenly.
Correct. And that can either be really good or really bad. But either way.
Yeah, there may be somebody that needs to be added to the mix. You know, whether it be with family or, you know, friends getting together. Be sensitive to the group dynamic and you know, if someone needs to be brought in to kind of balance things out. Okay, and Alex. Oh, you got 2 this time. Oh, that one's down here somewhere. Hold on. That was. Oh, give me a sec, because that is the craziest thing. Is there's 2 of them. 2 of them down here. All right, let's start with this first one.
They took it back.
Huh?
They took it back.
Well, you know what? It could be that one of them is like something is meant for later. So let's start with the one for right now. This is the obvious one for you, Alex. And it says, when your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier.
Wow, it doesn't get much more direct than that.
When your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier. So start with that is what they're telling you. If you're having trouble with some decisions, start with yourself. And let me see if I can find another one. Because if not, we'll just have to say, okay, this is Alex's portrait for later.
Yes.
But
let's keep on moving.
Okay, I just wanted to see if I could find it. But that's the darndest thing. That has never happened before. You know, one just.
They might have thought they needed to say more and then change their mind too. They do that.
Oh, well, maybe so.
I mean, remember, Egyptians loved lost things. So people have to go looking.
There you go. Wait a minute. Here it is. I think they also wanted to prove you wrong there. So here's your other one, Alex. I think they just wanted to be mysterious for a moment.
You found it, which means I was right.
Okay. Well, either way. There is only one happiness in life, to love and be loved.
Now you pair that with the first one.
Okay. When your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier. There is only one happiness in life, to love and be loved.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody be more direct.
Now, what I also have to clarify is this doesn't necessarily mean, don't limit this to the idea of romantic love.
Right.
You know, because this can be the love of family and friends too.
Yep, sure can.
You know, and so if there's someone that's important in your life, you know, then this is relevant about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier. There's only one happiness in life: to love and be loved. And you know, I have to say that's especially true of what's been going on with my family, because you have people that, you know, they the first thing they think about is money and status. They don't think about something simple like, you know, maybe I just wanted to go visit my grandmother, you know, and I'd have to tell you the strange ripples that's been causing lately, but it's all been good.
Right.
So you know, it's amazing when you do one good thing and then that sets off a chain of a whole bunch of other things suddenly straightening up. So okay, and so Sobek Hackaway also got 2. And I want to say that's the second time that's happened. All right. You will make many changes before settling satisfactorily. Now, there's a second part to this. When your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier. Wow, that's
an overarching message.
But this sounds to me like, you know, there's a lot of searching, and you know, I know some folks have been asking about things like that. Concentrate on what's most important to you.
Right.
Because that's where everything else, you know, will go. Okay. So Oracle. Ori, your reputation is your wealth. But that also means, you know, take care of it. You know, because your reputation is an asset, it is your wealth. You want to treat it with value, because it is. So, okay. All right, so 9/11, and I know y'all were still talking about lucid dreams, and then Married Raw. And I know that there's, I'll have to scroll down to catch the rest of the comments, but we'll start. 9/11. One thing I can say is that if you're getting good quality rest, you're more likely to have dreams that you remember. Dark sleep helps, and sometimes we know because of the lack thereof.
Yes. Yeah, no shit.
And as for your fortune, 9/11. There is only one happiness in life: to love and be loved.
Boy, they're telling all of you the same thing, and they're telling it to you directly. And notice, this isn't the group fortune cookie.
Mm-hmm.
So I want everybody to think about something. They're telling you, focus on your values. There's only one true happiness, love, and be loved. And they're being daring enough to tell you what the primary value should be.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're telling you rest. They are giving you spiritual guidance to heal by. This should not be minimized at all. This is really deep, y'all. There's a lot of love coming out of there, and it's to each of you. And for those of you who are getting it specifically when your cookie is pulled, they're really politely trying to give you a kiss on the cheek and tell you to get your shit together because you're worth it.
Yeah.
Because they love you.
Mm-hmm.
And they want you to be loved and to dare to love others too. Don't waste your time on the ones that don't reciprocate. Go find the ones that do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And Married Raw. Okay. Married Raw. Coincidences happen for a reason.
There's no such thing.
Coincidence. Yeah. Serendipity.
Yes.
Coincidences happen for a reason. So Married Raw.
And to go to something some of you may be familiar with. In my experience.
No such thing as luck. Yes, thank you, Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. She was suggesting a book about theology and polytheistic theology, and she recommends one by a druid, A World Full of Gods, an inquiry into polytheism. But she also said too little attention is paid to theology compared to magic, and I was so happy Sharon's second book had a chapter on it. Thank you very much. Yeah. But okay, so Faria Random, please, a fortune to guide me through a breakup as I still live with my ex. Oh boy.
Man, that can be so rough.
Yeah. Oh, and sarcastic says you helped me survive my midterm. Again, you're most welcome. I'm glad I was able to help.
Been there, done that.
But no, I can't tell you what kind of a compliment it is when somebody asks, hey, you got any any pointers on something like this, and I'm able to just go look through my library and it's like, hey, I'm so glad I could help. All right, so let's get Faria and then Lunar. Any advice on my reality shifting journey? I've successfully done it once. Okay, so Faria and then Lunar, and then I see some more. I got Blue Conlon, and Married Raw. God grant me patience, wisdom, and knowledge that I may never believe lies. May I think for myself and be non-judgmental and impartial. And you know what? That's a lifelong thing.
Noble but difficult it is.
Yes, noble but difficult, definitely. All right, so Faria and Lunar. So Faria. And this is definitely not random. Well, first learn to give, and then the universe will reward you. Now, wow. Give is in quotation marks. First learn to give, and then the universe will reward you.
Now, given what you said that was for, if you don't get that one, you've got a lot to do. That's direct.
Yeah, this is guide me through a breakup because Fury is still living with an ex. So first learn to give, and then the universe will reward you. So in order to make it out of that, or to a better place with that,
this means a variety of things. One, give yourself permission to say, what do you need? And then give yourself the permission to say, let me give up a few things here and there so I can get out of here with the least amount of pain possible.
I think maybe figuring out what you need to be able to walk away from.
That and making sure you're not stumbling over your own pride as you try to make your way to the door.
Yeah. Okay, and for Lunar. Nope. Lunar. There is something seeing, and then there is something being seen. That's interesting because you were talking about reality shifting, and it says there is something seeing, and then there is something being seen. So, sense I'm getting is think about not just what you're seeing, but also what others are seeing. You know, that.
And depending on the use of the term reality shift.
Oh gosh, what was it? Einstein's law of relativity and being acted upon by the observer.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something seeing, and there is something being seen.
Remember, for every reaction, there is equal and opposite reaction.
Okay, Blue Conlon. Oh yeah, and Mario, the new project. Well, what it is that's the second book that I wrote, and actually it's 10 years old this year. But Circle of the Sun, I'm quite proud of that book. I put a lot of practical stuff, and a lot of my notes and things, ended up in that. And I hope to be able to write some more things, but I have to keep my major projects limited. I have enough trouble with that. You're going to ask Darren. Okay, Blue Conlon and then mac and cheese. And howdy. David Gonzalez asks, could you ask what ISIS has to say is the biggest piece of advice in the new year? Yeah. So, all right. So, Blue Conlon and mac and cheese. So, Blue Conlon. Compassion is a way of being. So Blue Conlon, compassion is a way of being. So it is not a temporary state, it is a way of life.
That's right.
A way of being. So mac and cheese.
And regarding compassion, there's a little tip. any of us can be compassionate in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. When you do that and then you go back to a different pattern of behavior, the universe says, well, we know you know what you should be doing, but we expect you to do it all the time.
Mm-hmm. You know, I have to say, I think as you get older, it gets easier to think about other people, you know, more quickly. When we're younger, we tend, you know, I think about some of the things that I did, or snarky things that I said when I was younger, even in college, and it's like, you know what, I wasn't thinking of, I was thinking about what I wanted and what, you know, I was after, but not what the ramifications for other people or how the people might have felt.
But you know,
Yeah,
you
we've
just
been-
demonstrated the reason life needs to be.
Hmm.
It's not about that did we live a life perfectly all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Did we learn from what we did, both good and bad?
Yeah. Now for mac and cheese, sweet memories are the paradise of the mind. And sweet memories are things that we can build. Sweet memories, memories of past are built during the present.
Right.
That's what I have to add to that. Sweet memories are the paradise of the mind. Okay, and then oh goodness, you know, married rough. I might offer some. She says my goal is to be married by 25. I tell you what, at 25, I had somebody. He's sitting right here. Now, the reason why we're not married is because for the last 20 years, it was a case of, well, you know, if we get married, he loses SSI, or, you know, we lose, you know, our rent goes up and we can't afford it, or, you know, now it's, you know, I'd lose Medicaid, you know, or things like that. So basically, there are benefits that we depend on that, you know, have been at stake.
Yeah.
But, you know, as far as the gods know, we're attached.
Yeah,
So-
listen.
Don't put a timetable on yourself.
Right, don't do that to yourself, because I'm going to tell you this. If we'd have thrown in the towel every time we hadn't met that marriage license requirement, we'd have been gone
Yeah.
years ago. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
If you've got somebody in this world you love, that's what counts.
Yeah. Yeah, and sarcastic saying regarding your other comment, you know, from the gods, you know, kiss on the cheek and get your shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh, and I love that sarcastic. My goal is to find someone that'll cuddle with me, start a garden together, and let me bake for them and give them pretty rocks.
Neat.
Good
Good for you, like man.
All right, Sarana has a request. Okay, and yeah, and then Mario had asked for some general advice from ISIS for the upcoming year. So yeah, we can do our sort of an oracle of Aset. But we'll start with Sarana. Now, I can also say this, guys, or ladies specifically. One of these days, we are going to do a con. It's just a lot of things have to happen first. But when we do that, I'm going to make sure Morgan is there. Ladies, don't tear him apart.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, Sarana, everyone agrees you are the best.
There you go.
Now, I've got to say, because Sarana, I know you've got little ones, and that by default that means when it comes to Christmas, that means a lot is riding on you. if you're stressing about that, you know, even though I only have web-footed babies, but you know, it's a lot of work to make sure that the holidays, you know, come together. But you know, so I understand that. But
This
what
woman
this is,
makes house a home. Trust me.
yeah. But everyone agrees you are the best. So when it's all said and done, don't feel bad.
You've done good.
Yeah, and
Don't worry.
and the gods are telling you. Everyone agrees you're the best.
That's right.
Okay. So from Mother Isis, she has advice for us for the coming year, what we should be thinking about. Confidence is at a high.
Believe in yourself. Go for it. There you
Confidence
go.
is at a high. So I think what she's saying is don't be afraid going into 2023.
Right, mash the gas.
Confidence is at a high. So I'm going to put that here. Now, I tell you what, I've been saving some of these ones that we've done for everybody. And so I've got some of them on my drafting table here. So just to read off some of the ones that we've gotten recently in the last few weeks. Your dreams are never silly. Depend on them to guide you. You will learn something new every day. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. You will soon achieve perfection. Nothing dared, nothing gained.
Yeah.
And, you know, adding this one, confidence is at a high. But go take a rest. You deserve it.
Right.
So what we were saying about, you know, it's the end of the year, it's the holidays. Take some time to recharge.
The New Year's coming, and they're telling you, when the New Year comes, nail the gas and don't let off.
Mm-hmm.
Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
Yeah, we have good things to make happen.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So. Alrighty. And I'll have to scroll back and get because I know a couple of folks sent some things from Morgan. So thank you for that.
We will scroll back and get them. We promise.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be quite surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's go ahead because I realized we didn't do our thing to make the offerings endure last week, so we will make up for that this time. And our crumbs, and from here I'm going to be making us a little food and then getting back to animation.
Right.
Because it's going to look great.
Whenever I have my donut, there will be coffee.
Okay. Yes, and my prayer or my what I want to offer for the gods is everything, you know, that I'm going to be putting in the crock pot or in the oven, you know, in just a little while is continue our feast, so, and their feast. So. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure, as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Newt in the shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Asat and Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Neith, Sobek, Sekhmet. You have come in peace, O Yunechuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Neith, Sobek, Sekhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Yunechuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, now, if anybody had any other requests, I won't close everything down until I've made sure everybody's accounted for. I tell you what, sarcastic is like, a major flex for a relationship. I'm not scared of spiders. Oh no, big spider in the bathroom. Boom, big boy snarky got it. I tell you what's funny about that. Our pal Preston. It's what? Big guy, like 300 pounds. Sees a spider. He's like halfway crawling up the wall. Kill it. And then, of course, what I do a lot of times, if I can manage to scoop up the spider and throw it outside, I will. But it's just really funny. You think that the dudes aren't scared of spiders. Some of them
I don't like spiders at all.
No, I know you don't. Well, that's why, like I said, I scoop them up and throw them outside. As long as they're not, a toxic kind of spider, then they just go outside. Thankfully, we haven't seen any of the other kinds. So
yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, you enjoy your holiday, and and enjoy the family that you want to be with, and a smooth visit with those that are maybe not so much. Oh, that's neat. A big one. Yeah. The big banana spiders, they're cool. And tend to scare the hell out of people. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
We love you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I say that lovingly and
Yeah.
to include anyone that might celebrate it.
Oh,
other than myself.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Christmas cookies. We have a Christmas tree and it has lots of presents under it. Yes, it's sarcastic. You are welcome. So thank you. I needed something nice today. That's what we're here for.
We love you.
And love you too. You're welcome, Faria.
One thing I want all of you guys to remember: you really count.
Yeah.
You really, really, really do.
Okay, and Kayleen, I think it's Wiradjuri. was how you said it, and Thara, the indigenous Australian way of saying, be well and thank you.
Ah.
So. Yeah. Yes. Merry holidays. And
Be well, Mike.
Yeah.